All right, right now I'm in the car about to go and take off to there's two boxing gyms that I go to, or the regular commercial gyms, but they also have boxing bags there. And I go to the commercial gyms because I'm currently in between moving from Tampa to Orlando during the summer, and I want to not waste 100 something dollars on something that I will not end up using in like a month from now. So that's why I'm going to a commercial gym to actually train for a fight. Yeah, honestly, right now, I don't really know what I'm going to specifically train once I get there, but I'll figure something out on the way to the car, on the way there, and then, yeah, I'll end up figuring it out. So I'll let y'all know when I'm there. All right, so I finally ended up getting here, and what I decided to do was to start it out with just practicing my 1-2 combo as much as possible and just trying to perfect that and get it as just speedy as possible. It doesn't have to hit hard, just as speedy as possible. Then after that, I'm going to bring in the back leg kick and practice that and just see if I can get that any better than it used to be. I haven't practiced it, like any sort of kicks, for a while, but I want to see if it's still at the same level, better or worse. So that'll be interesting to figure out. And then possibly if I get like in a good mood, I may throw in some elbows just to see how it hits. I've literally never thrown them before, but yeah, I'll just see how it goes, and should be it for today. I'll also throw in some wrist training there because last time the way I hit it, like it fucking hurts my wrists. So I kind of have to do that or else they're gonna be screwed in a long enough time frame. So yeah, I'll check in. Actually, no, I won't check in. I will cut to the video of me actually training now. right, so I finally finished up the workout today and got this lovely guy here from doing spinning elbows, which I don't regret. They're insanely satisfying to actually land on a bag, but as you can tell, I missed quite a bit. So, comes at a cost, but it was my first time ever doing them, so I think I'm happy with the outcome of landing a few on the bag with this. But yeah, other than that, this was like the first time I actually trained full MMA, like on a bag with like elbows, kicks, spinning kicks, which is the same thing as kicks, punches, and I never ended up doing knees or like any grappling stuff. But I've realized it's so much more fun just to have options of what to do. Because boxing, if you're just like, you can get really good at it, but like, I'm not good at it, but you can get really good at it. And with like the head movement and everything, and it's like a complicated sport, but I feel like it just gets so repetitive and boring after a while. But with mixed martial arts, there's so much shit. There's literally, the options are endless. You can do anything you want. It's just like, one day you could be doing a spinning elbow, the next you could be landing like a hook kick, then like just a straight right, and then after that submitting someone. I feel like actually on the path to going and becoming like a better fighter myself, I've realized like MMA is so much more superior to like boxing, just because there's so many options. Like just out of fun, out of like how fun it is to train, and out of watching it, just pure entertainment, like it's just better. It's simply better. Like I've realized that with training it, and I'm sure maybe it'll become more boring once I train it more and more, but it's just like, it's so much more enjoyable to train because it's so much less repetitive. I can find myself like, maybe this isn't a good thing, but I wasn't even tired after my workout because I was like, this is so much fucking fun. Like, that's just my little spiel about like MMA versus boxing. So I think I'm gonna orient my goal of becoming a professional fighter towards going towards the UFC route, because I can just feel like if I go into professional boxing, I'll always have it in my mind like, I feel like I'd rather be in the UFC. But I don't feel like if I made it into the UFC, I'd be like, oh, I really want to become a professional boxer. Like, that's just the main difference for me, because UFC is basically like everything. It's for UFC, the only drawback of being a fighter in it is like, they sell the UFC, not the fighter, and boxing sells the fighter, not the fight. So like, there's no like big boxing thing that's like, oh, I want to go see USA boxing. Like, no one's going to go to that. They're going to go see Canelo, or they're going to go see Floyd Mayweather or Dimitri Bivol, just like literally any big names. And that's why they're making so much more money, because they're advertising the name and not the UFC. But the thing about the UFC is that I feel like I might get like a lot of hate for saying this, but I feel like it's so much bigger, because if you walk around like and talk to anyone, I feel like not a lot of people are saying like, oh yeah, I watched the Bivol fight, or like, well, actually no, some people are, but like not as many that are saying like, oh yeah, like I've heard like multiple people talk to me about like, oh yeah, Tapori is gonna knock like Oliveira out, which is like the fight that's coming up, and people are so much more excited for that than anything with boxing. I think it's just because it's a more exciting sport. So yeah, that's just my little spiel about that. But out of stuff that I've actually learned today, like I said, I implemented John Jones's spinning elbow, which I definitely want to fucking try out in a real fight. I think that'd be so much fun. I tried to add in a hook kick from both sides, where I've realized the positioning of the other leg is so important, and also the positioning of your body, because it angles your leg from like the opposite position of where you're at. So the lower you get, the higher your kick is able to go. So it makes so much of a difference. And the last bit that I learned, there's one more thing that I kind of just forgot about. Oh yeah, with throwing kicks with your lead leg, I've realized it's almost impossible to make it powerful unless your back leg goes slightly to the right. So that is assuming that your lead leg is the left. And I think the more I do that, the more powerful like the main kick is. It's a dead giveaway that you're gonna do a kick with your lead leg, but the power is so worth it, in my opinion. Like, again, I'm not an expert or anything, but like, I've just seen it, and it's just like, in my opinion, it's just so much better. Now, another addition that I have is the notebook. I write down every single technique that I learned for fighting within this notebook, so I can just call back to it and remember it whenever I need to use it. And I'm not gonna write it down now because that'd be a big time waster, but the ones that I'm putting in here now are John Jones spinning elbow, where you like fake there, then go around like that. Then after that, I'm doing the hook kick, where it's from right or left, and where you just plant the leg and go around like that with your leg. And then there's one more, forgetting which one. It'll come back to me, but yeah, I'm going to be putting those in the lovely black book. And yeah, I think that is basically all I have to say from this vlog. I hope anyone who made it all the way through that you actually enjoyed and didn't waste your time. And yeah, I think I enjoyed doing this, actually. I enjoyed doing this a very sufficient amount. I think I'll definitely be doing this more and more. And I think I'll probably vlog every single workout that I'm doing. I think that'll be a good like goal to have and something to strive towards. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. And thank you for watching.